Hey everybody, CardBandit here, and what I wanted to go over today was just a flourish of mine called Package. So, yes, I'm still a kid at heart. I mean, bubble wrap and popping is just one of those things that I don't think anyone should really ever get over. I still feel like a child at heart. It makes me feel young again. I'm not even that old. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you grow out of playing with bubble wrap, clearly you've lost all the fun in your life. So let's get into the more serious portion of the cut. Flourish, I'm just gonna ramble. So anyway, Package actually developed from the Flourish Pandora by Dan and Dave. No, I'm not gonna teach it. And it also developed from Bubble Wrap by She Be Smokin' Yes Sir. I think that's the channel name. I'll leave a link in the description box below to that tutorial. So anyway, I was like, Pandora's got a box. Bubble wrap and box, make a package. I was thinking, that's so lame. Anyway, so that's pretty much where the name developed from. Other than that, I did the tutorial in 3 parts, 3 phases, because I feel like it's going to be easier for you to learn it, just because that's sort of how it's broken down. I did the whole thing at once, like I developed the whole flourish at once, and then I was like, well, you could probably break it down. So essentially just try and learn the first phase and then move on to the second one and then move on to the third. And you'll see how those are sort of connected as we go through the tutorial, but I really just want you to sort of focus on getting the first phase down and then move on to the second phase, because it's important that you get that first phase down prime before you move on and get into the more complicated portions of the cut. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, let's get straight into the tutorial. So I guess if you're still here, that means you're in it for the whole package. Pending that horrible joke, let's move on with the actual first phase of the tutorial. To do that, let's start talking about the grip. The starting grip is sort of like a biddle grip with your thumb along the back short edge. Your ring finger is contacting this corner of the deck, so that corner over there, and that's important for the next part of the cut, so you need to make sure that ring finger is contacting that corner, and then your index finger and your middle finger are just along the short edge there. What you're going to do now is the palm of the deckhand is going to press against the back corner of the deck, and you're going to break off about 5 cards using the palm. And then that same packet's going to be contacted by the ring finger there, which is why I said it was important that it's contacting the corner, because then you have that packet contacted in the corner there and there, so it can rotate freely, which is what it's going to do next. So what happens now is that packet's going to rotate, and to do that you take your ring finger of the deckhand and bring it along the long edge here. You're going to rotate that packet over by turning your wrist and making this hand go face down. You then extend the ring finger down so that packet turns fully over 360 degrees. So with that packet flipped over, what you're going to do now is you're in perfect position to break off a large chunk of cards using the index finger and the thumb. And that's exactly what you're going to do. So the index finger and the thumb break off a large chunk of cards, so you're left with about 8 to 15 cards in this hand. So you break off those cards and you pull those cards into a straddle grip position. The index finger is still along the long edge, though it's not completely in straddle. I just find that that's more comfortable for me, but I think you can put it into straddle if you're more comfortable that way. What happens from this point is the packet you rotated before is going to rotate again. So the pinky finger here of the straddle grip packet is going to contact the long edge there. You're going to rotate your wrist down and drop the packet fully into straddle grip now, and it rotates over 180 degrees. So I'll show you that again. Pinky contacts the long edge, you bring your wrist down, and because of that pinky contact it rotates at 180 degrees, and then you're going to rotate it another 180 using your thumb. So the thumb contacts that packet there, and you bring your wrist over top, and that should rotate the packet the rest of the way. So you push your thumb on top of the packet, and this overhead hand pushes over, and that rotates the packet the rest of the way over. From this position, you're almost done the first phase of the cut. To complete it, you're going to bring this hand back around and over top of the rotating packet. Going to bring it back around by rotating your wrist up. the middle finger and the thumb break off another packet of cards. So you're going to want to leave about 5 to 8 cards in this hand here, but you break off the rest with the thumb and the middle finger. That packet, you curl in your ring finger of the deck hand, and that packet gets dropped on top of that ring finger, and then the pinky finger comes on top so that you've clipped that packet there. So from here, curl in the ring finger, bring the packet on top, bend in your middle finger so that it's on top of this packet, pinky finger curls in, and then you extend out that clipped packet, and then bring this hand back, and you can even turn this packet face up a little bit just for show. And that's the first phase of the cut. Now it's on to the second phase of the cut, which I think is probably the more difficult part. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your wrist back in and sort of curl that clipped packet back in. The thumb of the deckhand is going to contact both this packet and the clipped packet at the long edge there. The middle finger extends outward slightly so it can also grab this packet here that's gripped between the index finger and the thumb, because then you're going to re-grip this 10 of clubs packet. So to re-grip it, you're going to shift your thumb to the corner here, this back corner, and your middle finger shifts to the other, like the opposite corner there. So to show you that again, you bring in your hand, thumb contacts here, middle finger extends slightly, and you make a slight adjustment with your thumb, sliding it down to the corner, and your middle finger contacts the far corner. So then this packet can spin, which is what it will do. You then bring this packet out, and you rotate this packet 360 degrees using the index finger. The packet that's clipped, you rotate your wrist, and then you put it against the palm of the thumb there. The pinky finger then comes along and grips that clipped packet as well, and you've got that packet now gripped between the pinky finger and the palm of the overhead hand. From this position, what you're going to do is the deckhand comes and reaches around the center packet that's gripped with the thumb and the ring finger there. So you reach around, and the middle finger and the thumb grip at the top of this packet that's clipped between the pinky finger and the palm of the thumb. The middle finger and the thumb grip the top portion of that packet near the thumb and break off a small portion of cards. You then bring that packet back around. Your your index finger at this point comes out from underneath, and you're going to spin this packet again. So the packet spins once. This packet here is contacted by the spin and starts to flip over. So as you're spinning, then you're going to contact it with the other corner there and flip it 100% over. So let's go over all that again. You're going to reach your hand over and grab a small portion of cards with the thumb and the middle finger. You're going to bring that packet out and around by rotating your wrist back. Your index finger comes out from underneath this packet of cards, and you're going to start to rotate that packet again. This corner here, the free corner, contacts the packet that's held between the thumb and the middle finger and starts pushing it upward. As you rotate the packet with the index finger 180 degrees, this other corner contacts the packet, and you push that 6 of spades packet, or the packet that's held between the thumb and the middle finger, fully over, and then you can extend out, even turning this wrist upward a little bit for display, and the next phase of the cut is complete. So now you're going to do the last phase of the cut, which is the closer, and I felt like the closer deserved an entire phase on its own because it's pretty complex. So let's get into it. To do the closer, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your wrist up a little bit, and then you're going to loosen the grip on the middle finger and the thumb packet slightly It's a slight release of pressure so that the packet falls downward, as you just saw. So it's like this right now, face up, or like almost vertical. You release a little bit of pressure on your grip, and it rotates downwards between the thumb and the middle finger. At this point, you slide it against the pinky there and press it against the palm, so it's now gripped back in that position. So once you put those two packets together, what you're going to do is your thumb and your middle finger are now in a position where they can take that whole packet away, which is essentially what they do. So they take that whole packet and they're going to drop it on top of the deck. But as they do, you'll notice that this packet is sort of trapped underneath that one, and you're going to flip it over by rotating your upper hand around that packet that you just dropped into the hand, so that this packet now rotates face up. So to sort of show you that again, you've got your thumb and your middle finger there. You bring that packet on top of the deck. Well, that was bad. But this packet's underneath. And then you rotate that packet over by rotating your wrist around. At this point, you're going to take your index finger from underneath the packet that's held between the thumb and the middle finger of the overhead hand, and you're going to flip that packet 180 degrees, like that. So it's here. Flip it 180 degrees using the index finger, and then the middle finger and the thumb come in contact that packet. You drag that packet on top of the deck using the thumb to make sure it's held there. Then you rotate this packet again over 180 degrees using that packet as well. So that packet rotates pretty much 180 degrees, and you bring your wrist up and over to help it rotate. So it's like this, contacts that packet roughly around that corner there. You bring your wrist up and over to bring that packet around. At this point, you're almost done. You're going to flip this packet now 360 degrees. To do that, you take your thumb and contact the back side of the deck here, or like the back side of the packet, and you pinch it with your middle finger. You're then going to rotate your wrist to bring the card face up. You're going to squeeze in your palm so that that card is more aligned. And then you're going to push it on top of the deck and finish with using the middle finger there. So smoothly, it'll look something like that. And so that was package, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. I wanted to say thank you for watching the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the flourish. I hope you're able to learn it from the tutorial. And other than that, thank you again, and I will catch you later.